Lobby Tools, Florida's legislative intelligence company. Subscribe today to Florida's leading policy, budget, and campaign tracking service. Request a free trial today at lobbytools.com.
Storefronts across Florida are closing, many the result of online sales taking their toll. Floridians are already required to pay the sales tax due when they make online purchases, but it's voluntary and few pay.
This is something that is vitally important to our members, basically for the survival of retail in Florida.
The Florida Retail Federation says not collecting the tax is unfair to retailers and shoppers.
These companies are using our roads, they're using our infrastructure to ship their products here inside Florida, not paying for any of the infrastructure, any of the schools, anything that goes into making our state great. They're taking advantage of all the things that our in-state retailers are paying for.
The fear here on the first floor was that if it looked like a new tax, even though it isn't, it would be perceived as one, and they wanted no part of it.
Sponsor Joe Gruder says fellow lawmakers were worried about the mailers that would show up in mailboxes next election.
In a lot of people's eyes, I think people thought it was a tax increase, and I just couldn't convince people that it wasn't a tax increase. It was, in fact, it was a tax that was already owed.
Initially, there were negotiations to try and offset the increased revenue by giving bigger tax cuts. The idea fizzled.
Next year, I'll file the bill again, and I'll double my efforts to try to convince people that all this is a convenience for consumers, because this is something that's already owed. People are breaking the law.
The $500 million not collected in the coming year could have gone to help hurricane victims, schools, or a host of other unmet needs. Reporting from the state capitol, I'm Mike Vasalinda.